another evening. Coffee? Nope. Live with Shaman. Hell, I can't even remember which show I'm doing. Hmm. Well, I am on call this evening, so if my phone rings, I apologize. I will have to momentarily stop the broadcast, take care of the call, and go back to it. And it's a perfect opening for our topic this evening: burning out, burnout, burned up, just flat ass burned. And of course, I must put in the disclaimer that sometimes we do get a little languagey. The conversation does turn a little on its side from time to time. So, adult content might well be possible. Yeah. That being said, burn up, burn out, burning out, getting burned out, fed up, done. Hmm. Oh well, I'm done. Good night. No, mess with you. It's a joke. So, when you've been when you've been doing um, these types of things as long as I have, and when you've been doing something repetitiously for many, many, many years, you get burnt out. You get burned up. You get fed up. How do you handle that? Cindy says drum. Absolutely. I'm all for the drum. Man, we need a good drum in circle. Looks like Shay popped in and Shay popped out. Poof. So that's kind of the reason our topic this evening is burnout. What are some of the signs? What are some of the signs when you've reached the end, so to speak? You just simply have nowhere to go. You're done. Uh, been shot at and missed and shit at and hit. What are some of the signs? What do you think? Michelle and Dave say lack of motivation, no motivation. That's one of the signs, one of many. You find yourself, well, let's first talk about what burnout is, right? How do we know when when we're getting burned out? Seriously, how do you know when you're getting burnt out? Well, yeah, depression, short fuse, emotion, not caring about anything. Absolutely. What about burnout at work? I mean, um, I told I told my new boss Friday before last, before he went on vacation. I said, if I call you and say, dude, I'm all out of toothpicks, I need some time off. And those of you that don't know the saying, I'm all out of toothpicks, well, here's a real quick explanation. One toothpick can't outweigh anything. You put enough toothpicks in the bed of a pickup and it'll crash the truck. The truck won't be able to move. So when you've reached a point of burnout, like I told him, if I call you and say, I am burnt out, I'm burnt up, I'm all out of toothpicks, I need some time off. But you have to recognize the signs of burnout. Now, as a shaman, we work with energy. We work with not only our energy, but other people's energy around us, right? We work with environmental energy, social energy, um, nature energy. We work with all forms of energy 24/7. There's no time off for that. Um, I took my dedication. Uh, I took my primary dedication to shamanism 99 2000. I took the official dedication in 2000. But I've always been who I am. I've always been who I am. Hey, Danae. And you will always be who you are. However, once you've reached the end of your ropes, once you've approached burnout stage, it's like the guy said earlier. You you start to reach a point where you don't give a damn. You couldn't care less. You become mildly depressed. You begin to make excuses for not wanting to do things. You begin to lie to not only yourself, but to those around you. You come up with excuses why not to do things. And I learned a long time ago that burnout, burning out, getting burned out, is emotionally dangerous. It's dangerous to you and it's dangerous to those around you. Most especially if you're in a leadership role of any kind. And this means if you're in a leadership role at work, like I am, a leadership role in the pagan community, like I am, the master of a grove, minister of a church, host of a radio show, which, by the way, hasn't really gone off the last couple of weeks. The owner of the radio, bless her heart, um, she has to work for a living. That's the reason a lot of the Sunday shows have been canceled. So if any of you were wondering why I haven't been on United Pagan Radio the last couple of weeks, it's because, like I say, bless her heart, the owner of the show's got to work to make a buck so she can pay for the radio show. So people like me can come on and sit there and talk nonstop. I can tell you that, as I say, I learned a long time ago that burnout can be dangerous. Um, and I had to learn, had to teach myself that it was okay to take time off. It was okay to take a day, 2 days, three, a weekend. Um, Usually, if we have an event to go to, we take the Friday and the Monday off. That way, we have Friday for travel. We can enjoy the weekend, come home Sunday, and relax Monday before we go back to work on the Tuesday. Um, I don't ever travel or go anywhere when I'm on call, right? Like this evening, like I say, I'm on call. Hopefully, hopefully the digital gods will be nice to the old fuzzy one, and I won't get a call. Um, for me, when I start approaching burnout, I start making mistakes, stupid mistakes, things that I know better. I either should do and don't, or shouldn't do and do. Right? That is, that's a red flag to me. Dude, you need to take a day off and chill. Well, problem for me is this. I'm 55. Since I was old enough to reach um, the latch on the doors of the stalls, I've been getting up between 5, 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock every day, every day. And there are times my body will shut down, and like on a Saturday, um, I'll go to bed 9, 10 o'clock on a Friday night, and I won't drag my ass out of bed till 11, 12 on a Saturday. Well, my problem, I don't know about you guys, but my problem is if I sleep past 9 o'clock on a Saturday or a Sunday, I feel like the entire day is wasted. And then I spend the entire day pissed off at myself because I laid up in bed all day and slept. Alright, I needed the sleep, I needed the rest, but at the same time, I didn't need the anxieties that it caused. Therein lies the problem. How the hell do you take a personal day or a personal weekend if you're going to sleep all day and get pissed off at yourself because you slept all day? Try that on for a paradox. Here's what I learned to do. Here's the way I learned to get around it. Schedule. Schedule it. Seriously. Schedule a day or two where you've told everyone, look, don't look for me. Don't call me. Don't text me. You can email me. I may or may not get back to you within 24 hours. But if you schedule the day, right? You've told your people, look, don't look for me tomorrow. I'm going to be nowhere around. Well, when you go to bed and you don't set the alarm and you've told your household, don't bother me. I'm going to die. I'll come back to life at some point. But when I go to bed, I'm gone. Turning off the switch, pulling the plug, shutting off the valve, done. Then if you sleep the whole goddamn day away the next day, you don't feel guilty. Until your body pisses you off. Now, you went through the trouble of scheduling the day or two, right, to do nothing. All you're going to do is sleep, rest, relax, R&R. Try to get rid of the burnout. Not think about anything. Just be a zombie for a day. Every time I do that, I will be damned if my body doesn't flip my eyeballs open at 7 o'clock in the freaking morning going, oh, you wanted to sleep in today. Ha ha ha. Not. So body decides that I need to get up. I need to do something. And I tell body, no, damn it, I scheduled today. You're going to lay here and relax. And we're not going to do shit. We're not going to look at the cell phone. We're not going to open the computer. We're not going out to the garage. We're not doing shit. Body says, you think, and your brain goes, oh, you wanted to rest? Nope. Brain will say, you need to think about this, and this, and this, and this. And while you're thinking about this is going to make you think about you need to get up and do blah, 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 blah. Well, by the time it all rounds up, it's, what, 8:30 in the morning? You're sitting there and you got that old foot just a waggling, right? I do. And then you get pissed off because you can't rest anyway because your brain and your body has gone, ooh, tough shit. You're not taking the day off. Yeah, I agree with Danae. Even though I went to bed late, my ass, bing. Yeah, people got it rolling over here in the chat. Me too. Yep, I get that one. Understand that one. Been there, done that. Drives me crazy. But I've learned now, get this. I've learned that my fat ass cannot sit in one place for too long. It has to move. Otherwise, it goes numb. So, what are some of the things that we can do to help with burnout? Well, definitely not sling our vape fluid on the floor. That doesn't help with burnout. Meditation is a good assistance with burnout. But what happens, ladies and gentlemen, Cindy says, find balance. Yep. Somebody else says it's good to go outside and chill for 10 or 15 minutes. I promise you, if you're in North Texas, you're not going to go outside and chill for shit because average temperature is 100 plus. Shade doesn't even help you up here. Yeah, so make exercise a priority. All right. Well, let me throw a kink in your cog. You're tired of meditation because meditation don't work. You can't go outside because it's too goddamn hot. Or it's raining. Or for whatever reason you have really no outside to go to. Limit your contact with negative people. Okay. You typically don't have, let's say you typically don't have contact with a whole lot of people anyway. Music. Music is good. But you're bored from music. Where am I headed? You have cabin fever, right? Nah, I don't like earphones and music. Never have. I like some of your ideas, but let's talk about a scenario here, right? Talk about a scenario. Y'all y'all chill out for a minute. Let's say you get up, ass crack of dawn, 5 days a week. Body decides that you need to pop your ass out of bed Saturday and Sunday early. Meditation doesn't work because the stress and the anxieties and the burnout that has built up is home, work, bills, responsibilities, bullshit. Okay? Y'all are going to think I'm batshit crazy. One of the things I like to do for relaxation is find a beach. That does say what I thought he said, and yes, that does work. But there comes a point where even that stops working. There comes a point where even that stops working. So meditation don't work, masturbation don't work. Meditation to masturbate and masturbation for meditation don't work. None of the tations works. But what do? You find something different. Find something to do that is outside of your normal character. You think I'm joking? Find something to do that is outside of your normal character. And no, I'm not going to play video games. I hate freaking video games. Find something that you can do that, one, is inexpensive. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Okay? Two, find something that doesn't require a whole lot of physical effort. Because the last thing you want to do while you're trying to relax is get out and work your ass off so that you can do whatever it is you want to do to relax. Now, granted, up here we don't have much of a beach, but we do have a beach of a sort. We've been a couple of times. Michelle likes to go to flea markets. I can't go to flea markets. I spend too much money. And my back will not allow me to walk as much as it used to. Cindy says, a man. I have no need to find a man. Men do nothing for me. Clint says, fine, totally different. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Cindy says, painting rocks to place around town. It's a new thing. Nah. Cindy says, let's rock. Pun intended. I like flea markets. I can't go to flea markets. I spend too much money. But, but, alright, you guys slow down a minute. My whole point, and where I'm trying to go with this burnout thing, Danae says I'm so burnt out, I can't even think of anything. Yeah, I hear you. Been there. I am kind of sort of there. But do something that is outside of your character. You don't have to have anybody go do it with you. I mean, now me, my household, all I got to do is get up and say, hey, let's go out the lake for a bit. Go swim for a little bit, get some algae between our toes and play in the water. I'll kick in the four-wheel drive and play in the sand for a bit. Michelle says, wind therapy helped me today. Wind therapy helped you so much it burned the inside of your leg, or burned your leg, right? Good therapy there, girl. Cindy says, play video games outside of your character. I don't play video games. Cindy says, there is a life beyond burnout. Yes, there is. Absolutely. Burnout, being burned out is not the end. Um, it's not the end of the game, so to speak. It's not the end of the show, as it were. But being burned out can cause issues in the fact that it can cause you to do things out of character. It can cause you to say things that you wouldn't normally say, do things that you wouldn't normally do. Because when you've reached a burnout stage where there just really is no point anymore, and you've reached a stage where it's kind of like, why bother? You tend to subconsciously say and do things that are outside of character, that are not good for your health, or anything else for that matter. So, Danae, I want pictures. Hell with pictures. I want video of you doing that one. Anyway, I digress. Pole dancing is good. Pole dancing is real good. I love the good watch. I love the good watch. I love to watch good pole dancing. You know, Something a lot of people don't know about the old bearded one back in the day, back when, yeah, back when Moby Dick was a minnow. I used to be a bouncer at a couple of strip clubs. Sure did. Um, I worked for a couple of strip clubs down in the Baytown area between Houston and Beaumont. Uh, made some made some pretty nice money doing it. Used to escort the girls to their car after their night of dancing. Hell, some of those girls, shit, some of those girls take home $1,000 a night, 500, 1,500, 1,000. I saw one girl one night take home $2,500. $2,500. Holy shit. For working 6 hours. And I know for a fact all she was doing was dancing and lap dances. The legal lap dances. I guess she was just that damn good. Never found out for myself. Damn it. See, I had a policy. It was my own policy, but I had a policy when I was working at a bouncer. I never, ever dated any of the dancers at a location where I was a bouncer. That was asking for trouble. Ah. And Clint says now she's a lawyer and put herself through school. I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to her. Never cared to find out. Never knew her real name, number one. Never asked. So, some of these things that we do to help us with burnout, okay? You have to be open-minded enough to try new things. And I tell my wife all the time, if you come up with something new and exciting that you want us to do on a weekend that we have nothing scheduled and it doesn't cost us out the ass to do it, let's go for it. Other than going to the mall, walking around the mall, window shopping. I don't window shop. And I damn sure don't walk around the mall. But we've been wanting to plan an excursion to, what's it called? I think it's called Water World here in Dallas. They've got a big ass freaking water park here in the Dallas area. Problem is it's expensive as shit. But every once in a while, you just gotta bite the bullet, suck up your purse strings, and go for it. Try something new. Try something that is outside of character. I strongly recommend something legal. Yes, I'm with you. I hate shopping in the mall. It drives me crazy. So, yeah, I'm with you, Danae. I don't like shopping. Um, if I go to the grocery store, I go in, I zip up and down the aisles, I get what I need, and I get the hell out. These people that go to the grocery store and spend 3 and 4 hours, oh, fuck all that. Danae says I had to do that with 4 boys yesterday in the mall. School clothes. Yes. It was terrible, she says. No. If they'd have been with me, there'd have been 4 dead boys. They'd have found their ass velcroed to a locker somewhere. There's your school clothes. Got your ass on a tie your ass up to no, no, mm-mm, no. Go in, get what you want, get the hell out. I still want to see. I still want to. I would. I still want to see those pole dancing videos. Danae, you need to tell your husband to help us out here a little bit. And get that video going. Yeah. If you got a carport, there's a perfect built-in pole right there. I mean, just might blow the neighbor's mind a little bit, but what the hell? There you go. Um, I digress. Burnout. Yes. Um, damn, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, burnout. It's dangerous, really. Not that we ever get sidetracked here on Live with the Shaman. Um, yes, he would like that. Yeah. Um, you could even post them on FetLife. Nobody would mind. I know a couple of us in here that have accounts on FetLife. Straw. No. Cindy. No. Shut up. Straw. Ew. Straw. No. Wrong. Michelle says there is a place downtown that gives pole dancing lessons. My friend and I were thinking about it. Video. Video, Michelle. Don't forget the video. In case y'all haven't figured it out yet, I'm a dirty old man, and I'll be one till I'm a dead old man. And what's funny is I have my wife's permission. She thinks it's funny. Probably a good thing I'm pagan because I have no halo. I wouldn't make a good Christian anyway. Alright, so alright gang. If I run out of Dr. Pepper, show's over. Dirty old men live longer. Yeah. Right there with you, bruh. Actually, pole dancing would be a good workout. I just don't know how I would get my fat ass up there, and I'm totally out of shape. I wouldn't know anything at all about being out of shape, Danae. Not me. Although, although I have a feeling you would look much better dancing a pole than I would. I wouldn't want anybody to try to watch me dance a pole. If I was to try to dance a pole. The hospital bill would probably be a bit expensive. Yeah. But one of the other things, truly, and you guys may think I'm crazy. Okay, I am crazy, but follow along with me here. Humor me. These broadcasts that I do, um, no excuses. Ah! Anyway, these broadcasts that I do, um, Open Pagan Church, Coffee with Pegasus, Live with the Shaman, chatting with you guys, doing the broadcast, coming up with different topics. You know, as much as they help, maybe you guys and other folk that watch the pre-recorded broadcast later, they do help me because Cindy and Clint can tell you I miss having weekend philosophical conversations. I mean, shit. People would come over on Sunday morning. Sometimes we had a fire, sometimes we didn't. We always had coffee. Oh my God, we always had coffee. And we would sit and chat about anything, everything, and nothing. Some mornings we would just sit out in the grove under the pecan tree, and depending on the time of year it was, we dodge pecans, which in and of itself can be funny. But I promise you, this was a tall ass pecan tree, and the son of a bitch is hurt when they hit you. Treat a bombardier, treat a bombardier. Got a bald head. Zero. Psst. See it? Yeah, tree. Bombardier the tree. We got it. Bombs away. We got two of them. Yeah, you could hear the tree laughing its ass off, dropping pecans on people. And of course, we're human. We have no better sense than to sit under the freaking pecan tree because it's shady and talk and dodge damn pecans. Um, what I got going over here? Cindy needs to come visit so I can learn how to stream. I want to do my topic. Clint says I want to do my topic. Hey Clint, want me to piss you off? Hey Clint, I'm running OBS 1903 on Linux. Windows is out the window. Linux is on my desktop, running smooth as silk, motherfucker. Ha! Ain't nothing but a thing. Let me tell you. You want to talk about burnout? Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a story. Well, sounded good. I walked in here yesterday because I got a call, right? I'm on call. Duh. Got a call. And I walked in here. My work computer sits over here. And my personal PC sits over here. And I walked into two, mind you, blue screens. Blue screen of death. You son of a bitch. So, while I'm working on the client's computer over here, I'm over here trying to do rollback repairs, restore point repairs, backup repairs, you name it. I tried it for an hour. And I just finally decided to hell with it. So I have an image server. It's a virtual machine that I can image computers from. Just hit F12 and sign into the image server and boom, download and install the image. Takes 30 minutes to install Windows 10 from zero. Then the fun begins. It takes 30 minutes to install the base OS. 6 hours of updates for freaking Windows. Sorry, I know that's rude picking my teeth on a broadcast, but we're family. Found that this is live with the Shaman. We have no rules. Six fucking hours I spent configuring Windows, testing Windows, testing OBS, getting everything configured and set up. And what does Microsoft want to do? It wants to update Windows 10. It wants to install the newest build on Windows 10 and does not give you a effing choice. Yeah. That's the same update that caused the blue screen earlier. I will be goddamn if it didn't blue screen again. Same update, same computer, installed in less than half the time it did before. So I thought, well, maybe. I'll be damned if the son of a bitch didn't reboot and blue screen again. I thought, you know what? By this time it's 8, 7, 8 o'clock. And I've been sitting here working on this son of a bitch since yesterday early afternoon. And I'll be damned if it doesn't blue screen again. So I said, to hell with it. I have a Linux install on my image server. Blink. Blew all of the Windows shit away. Now, get this. 2 hours. 2 hours and I was back online, OBS for Linux installed, configured, and ready to go. All the updates run, everything done, 2 hours. Windows can kiss my ass. Yep. But, I mean, everything I need in Windows is available in Linux. And I don't have to buy it or worry about cracking it with some kind of crack software. It's more secure. That, and I'll be honest with you, that was a sign of burnout. I support Windows all day, every day. Windows Server, Windows Desktop, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows phones, Windows tablets, Windows. Burn out, burn up, piss on Microsoft. So I am slowly going to convert everything over to Linux. And no, you cannot remote load Linux. You cannot remote load an operating system unless you're on an SCCM Active Directory infrastructure. And for those of you that know what that is, then you understand what I'm talking about. If you don't know what it is, it would take me longer than the 10 minutes we have left in this program to explain it. But you can download Ubuntu, install it right alongside Windows, and have a dual boot if your computer's strong enough to handle it. Dave says his hard drive is going. Sorry, dude. If you live closer, I might could help you out. So, that is a sign that, and like I explained earlier, you may think I'm slightly crazy, which I am, but doing these broadcasts on Sundays helps me with my weekly burnout, right? It helps me be able to unwind, to talk about different topics, and to have a good philosophical conversation with like-minded people. You know, it's really nice to do that. Um, what I really want to do, and what I've really been trying to do, is to figure out a way that we could do a group video discussion, right? And I wish we could do it on Facebook because it'd be easier for a lot of people, but I hadn't figured out how to do that yet. I know that Skype offers group meetings, but goddamn, this shit's expensive, man. I looked it up. It's high dollar. Um, we use Skype for enterprise at work, and boy, they pay through the nose for that shit. Let me tell you. But I would love for all of us to be able to sit in a virtual circle and have a meeting, have a group meeting. Um, there is a virtual reality land called Second Life. I don't know if any of you have ever played with it or messed with it or anything like that. Um, I have found Second Life to I've found Second Life to be a lot of fun, but I have found Second Life to also be a major resources hog on your computer. So if you're not running a killer ass system with some major hardware in it, FetLife will slow you down to a crawl. Absolutely nothing. I love FetLife. I think it's great. I haven't been on it in a very long time because I quite frankly don't feel like going through the configuration of it when I typically don't run gaming video cards. And this place is stupidly video intensive. I mean, seriously. My big ass EliteBook laptop with a 17-inch monitor on it got a 8-core processor and 24 gigs of RAM and 2 hard drives, and it barely runs Second Life as it is. Yeah, I mean it's a really cool place to be, And it would, if we could all afford the hardware, it'd be a great place to have a virtual circle. I mean, you can create a LAN, you can create a circle. There are people out there that hold virtual reality rituals and shit. Um, Cindy says, I want to try it. Have at it. Second Life. Google it. It's great. It's a lot of fun, but man, is it a system hog. Second Life does run on Linux. It does require a little bit of configuration from Second Life, but it does run on Linux pretty well. Absolutely. So here, this is some of the things that some of the things that you can do to curb burnout. When you feel yourself start getting burnt out, do different things. Do things that are outside of your normal character, right? Now, I started to say I don't necessarily mean go bungee jumping, but I want to go bungee jumping. I just weigh too much. I think the bungee jumping maximum weight is 200 pounds. I think, if I remember correctly, bungee jumping, bungee jumping maximum weight's about 200 pounds. Uh, I got that beat by about 70 pounds. I am 270, I think, last time I weighed. Parachutes. Oh, I would love to jump out of a perfectly good airplane and fly like a bird and let a parachute catch my fat ass. Well, the only problem is there's also a weight limit for parachuting. Um, Dave says, hell no to bungee jumping. Clint says, not me, 265. Right there with you, bruh. Hang gliding, I would love to hang glide. I almost got a chance to hang glide one year while I was in Scotland. I weighed too much. Weight limit was 165 pounds. And that's for a pretty damn good size hang glider. This damn thing had a 20-foot wingspan and a 15-foot tail. And I weighed 205 according to their scales, and I was too heavy. Crop dusting, I've ridden in an airplane with a crop duster. The problem is this was a Cherokee 6. This was a Cherokee 6 airplane. If you don't know what it is, Google it. And this crazy old bastard that was flying it was showing me what it was like to crop dust in Liberty County. No, holy shit. I love roller coasters. Boy, do I love roller coasters. But this old man scared the pee-waddle shit out of me. And this was like way back when I only weighed 165 pounds. Yeah. Believe it or not, I was a little fella back when I was a big fella. Oh well. But guys, that's burnout. Seriously. Burnout can cause you issues, both emotionally, psychologically, sexually, physically. Burnout affects all 5 of your human elements. And if you don't remember what they are, you can go through my videos and find them. But burnout seriously affects all 5 of your human elements badly. It really does. So think about that. When you're approaching burnout, or if you found yourself in a whirlwind where you just your repetitive day-to-day life has really got you in a circle, and you really don't know how to get out of it. One of the things you can do is just grab the closest light pole, spin out of it for a second, and sit down and just say, I need to do something different. I need something different. Now, this doesn't mean if you're in a relationship and you're bored, walk up to your spouse and say, I need something different. That's not healthy for relationships. Um, Try to step outside of yourself and see some of the things that you can do to help you with burnout. Because, like I say, burnout is dangerous. It seriously affects the five human elements. And it's really, burnout is really not safe for family life either. It can cause some pretty major issues. So, with that, we are 9 o'clock Central Time. Those of you that are just coming in, I'm sorry, go back and watch the pre recorded broadcast. If you can't watch it here on Facebook, it'll be over on YouTube, YouTube archives here shortly. Well, I hope you all have a really good week. Thank you for watching. And don't burn out, guys. Hang in there. Find something outside of yourself that you can do that helps you find some stability. Blessings to you and yours. Have a great week. And we'll see you next week here on Live with a Shaman.